Hello, everybody. For those of you still at spawn, if you could please make your way to the main area with the stage. We're going to get started in a second. Here we go. Hello, welcome to the community meetup. This is an event we run every Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. This is an event for all of you to show off the worlds you're making for VRChat. So what's going to happen is I am going to go over the rules, and then once I'm done going over the rules, I'm going to make a list appear up on this wall where we will then take note of everybody whose name pops up on that list, and then put that in the, if you're in the community meetup Discord, the list will go into the meetup info channel, and we will go through everybody in that list until we run out of worlds or we run out of time, at which point we will move on to our little after-party social event that we do. So with that said, please make sure that the worlds shown today follow VRChat's community guidelines in terms of service. Please make sure that the worlds hold 40 users. That's just the maximum you can set. Please make sure that when you drop a portal, the instance type you use is Friends Plus or Invite Plus. If you weren't here last week, there has been an update to that. You no longer need to unlock the portal. It is now unlocked by default. Please make sure that your worlds don't deal with any sensitive or offensive subjects. If you have any questions or where you might fall into that, please just ask. If your world is over 250 megabytes, please also let us know. We'd like to have the much larger to download worlds towards the end of the event for people's download speed. If your world is not ready to be shown, please don't show it. And by that, I don't mean like not in progress stuff. By that, I mean just make sure your world has been tested to make sure you have a collision under your spawn point. Just things like that. If you have any sort of time constraint, please let us know. We're willing to put people wherever they need. If you're, obviously, unless you exceed that size limit, then we would still like you to be towards the end, if possible. Please make sure that the avatars used today are medium or better in the performance ranking. And then if you do not see a little notification, please select myself, Cyan, and Faxnor if they are here, and select Show Avatar. A little note about that also from last week. Your VRAM is now counted into your performance ranking. We're not going to be adjusting the event around that. It's still just medium, please. Yeah. And then last two things. If you showed a world last week, we ask that you do not show a world this week. We just have a 1 week cooldown. And then if your world has any copyrighted music in it, even if you have the rights to use it, we ask that you just make people aware because people do stream this event. And that could affect their standing on that streaming platform, depending on how that platform handles copyright. So with that said, I apologize. It's a very long list. If you have any questions, feel free to approach me after the fact and ask. But let me just pull the list up here. If you'd like to show a world, please step into the rectangle. Very short list today. That is okay.
Oh, wow.
We don't have to have a long meetup every meetup. So I'm going to lock the list in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. So Miner 28_3, Pikapetey, Skuld, and I apologize, I am absolutely going to butcher that. Nevakanezah. Is that order okay for everybody?
Let's see, we have a Matrix fan in the room.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
It's biblical too.
Let me just quickly.
Biblical too, yeah.
I'm sleeping early today.
Miner, if you'd like to come up and explain what you're showing.
All right, so for the past few weeks, ever since the string and image loading has been released, I have been working on trying to make a video player that can load the content of it, including the images and search and everything, from the server without having to have all the images in the world, which of course causes the world to get larger and more downloads and more updates to the world. We know it from some very specific worlds, and I have been specifically working on implementing this in to Movie and Chill, and it has been quite some pain, and I would like to show that off here. As for copyright and stuff, all content is disabled. If anyone tries to play something, it will play Cyan's stream instead of whatever is normally supposed to be playing. So there is no problem with copyright, and I will be logging searches done on the server. There is nothing else logged other than what you are searching for and randomly generated UUID. And obviously this will require, if you wish to search something, this will require untrusted URLs on. So I will let you decide if you turn them on or off, and I will drop a portal. Transpass, drop portal.
It's gonna be your stream, Cyan. It's gonna be your stream.
Apparently, it's gonna be my stream. How long has it been? Wait, now is it both streams watching each other?
Well, yeah. It's a streamception. Yeah.
Alright, let's go. Portal time.
I did not enable untrusted URLs because I am normally not the person that does that. Also, how is the audio levels? Last time I tested this like a few hours ago, VRChat was much louder than my voice, but I also wasn't speaking very loudly. So hopefully I lowered VRChat's volume so it's not overwhelming compared to mine. Okay, that's good. Oh, and I completely forgot to make use of
Oui.
all the different
Ça
buttons there.
mène de ton monde quand tu le fais. Donc, a priori.
Okay, here we are.
Is it worth trying?
By the way, long time no see, Cyan. Yeah.
Hello.
Excusez-moi.
Nai.
Movie Buds Nimic.
Fine.
I wish I was able to fucking listen instead of stuttering. God damn it.
And yeah, if you perform any kind of search, it will do a web request and request the movies from the server, including the images. Images are generated on runtime, so I am sort of worried about everyone spamming them at once because yeah, there is limited amount of processing power for generating them. But it takes about 0.3 seconds to generate the entire atlas of 256 images.
All these images are one request because they appeared in.
Yes.
Okay.
250. There are 256 results per page, and 256 images are in one atlas. Each image is 128 by 128. The atlas is the maximum VRChat allows, which is 2048 by 2048. 2K.
Start your stream, by the way.
Oh yeah, if you click anything, any kind of movie, it will play Cyan's stream on the video player locally only.
I can.
I didn't mean to throw that emote at you. I was trying to get out of my menu.
I can't click my stuff.
I had crashed.
I have clicked start stream. Did I select the wrong settings in my client by any chance and I'm streaming to the completely wrong thing?
Exner was the one who was suggesting it, so I'm not actually checking.
I think the server is.
Oh, I know why.
So we can go and do some.
I'm a clown and I forgot to change the stream key and
Really good, really good.
in my rush.
I can do a lot.
10 out of 10, right, Sam?
The server
really
is sort of dying.
At least you know.
I just searched something in
10 at the very beginning here.
seconds.
10 out of 10 is fixed.
Leftover beef jerky from when I went hiking yesterday.
There we go.
Yo. Okay, alright. So when you say beef jerky,
You mean like goodwill? No, like damn it.
I haven't streamed in a while, that might be why.
Try to erase the letter.
I mean, at least we had a backup for today.
Requires medium of interaction.
Hey, knows you wanna watch Megamind? Let's go watch Megamind.
Yeah.
Time to watch Megamind.
That's just gonna be Cyan's stream, right?
That's interesting.
Just my stream. We're like a show ago.
It says UI ready test ready. That seems like an issue.
Can't read the text from here, but I'm clicking the button.
YouTube, you're goddamn annoying. It says automatically start once I start streaming. It says excellent connection, but there's nothing. Can't even click start stream on YouTube itself.
Oh wow, so YouTube's having an issue. They limited so that you can only do one at a time now?
Are you searching your category?
No, that's won't be.
Like pickled beef jerky.
Let me guess, it's one of these problems where stopping and starting takes this YouTube being weird.
Like sometimes it gets in your eye. It's great.
Oh, then you're in movies. By default, it's opened up in movies.
Like the gas station.
Dune should
That's like
right? Because
I've played
I don't know if you have any Dune movies here, but maybe not.
Let me see better Dune.
But what's weird is that when I started the Dune thing, it cleared my results twice before I pressed search.
So,
Why?
you know, they have two
This it automatically starts the search as you start typing.
Oh, okay. So I think that
really
database.
Yes, I know.
okay, so that's why it's empty. Okay.
In the moment when you need to have a but even then it's still
Usually, like the AMD drivers, they make it so like
not sure which conversation you'll listen to here, so I'm just gonna move
But yeah, this doesn't seem to be doing it bad. I'm seeing tons of requests, and they all are getting mostly processed in time.
From the body and then on the body.
I don't know if that's
buttons you guys want me to click here?
You can see some.
So you're not going to actually watch one of them.
Duplicated. Like I searched for bad, and I can see like two A Bad Mom's Christmas, two Angel and Batman.
I know it is. Everybody is exposed. Everybody's exposed now. Everybody's exposed. You're all pirates. You're all pirates. Everybody's exposed.
We can make the spacing bigger, smaller, inverted, different colors. Also, if we go to a world that's audio link, that has audio link on it as well.
Two times a movie called Bad Guys.
Moment. I have done setup for today.
Also,
Recalibrate.
there are.
I think I've been here once.
Can I get my hand back?
Okay, search was still broken for me.
I think I see why Black Red. Also for the duplicate movies, it seems to be different qualities.
Okay.
I'll have to figure out how to show those. As for you, Black Red, I think I figured out why. It seems like the erasing isn't working how it should. Alright, Cyan, I think we're fine. No need to wait for the 15 minutes.
Okay. Anyone know where Skuld went? The Squid is not even over here.
Since you can't really do
You're like, what the fuck is going on?
No,
it just compares.
I just know that.
Yeah.
movie is a lot better than this one.
But it's too many megabytes.
The search for Squid.
Don't go that way. It's the back rooms.
Oh, so Minor was basically saying like we don't have to stay the entire time, so like we can move on whenever.
Yeah, no, I just responded to move us on. I'm gonna do that again. But yeah,
I didn't realize you were right next to us.
Apparently.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
We're basically in the back rooms of movie theaters.
It's like, hey, we're watching a movie in this room. You need to turn left, go straight, go right again, left and right. I guess, yeah. I mean, second hallway.
Why is the respawn in the air?
I'd make a player.
Oh god, this is kind of tight in here.
You can't actually go find players, but if you die or something.
Spawn is in the air. Okay, good to know.
They kill you and you like respawn.
That
way people will gradually, you know.
My tracking is broken. Oh, please, space movement.
No, you're on the.
No. My waist
knife.
tracker is not tracking, so it's just I was stuck.
Good job. Let's
guys.
get out of this world.
There you are, perfect.
Don't ask
I'm
me.
assuming you're gonna want to talk about what you're showing.
Yeah.
Okay.
You assumed wrong.
I didn't touch this world yet, other than the
Please, everybody gather
video
around
player.
Pikapetey.
Okay, let me reboot my recording because I'm really nervous. This is my sorry, I'm a little nervous right now. This is a 3-month project I've been working on. It is my solution to network synced NPC AI, and it's also my solution to syncing animation state machines across the network to the exact frame that they're playing. So what you're going to see is a whole bunch of gray boxes, cubes with faces on them, and they all make their own decisions, and they all do whatever they want. I actually don't know what these things are going to do when you go into the world because it's all randomized, and it's with condition matching. But if you're confused, I made a whole bunch of info boards that hopefully explain what's going on. So, really excited. Where do I lay the portal down?
Yeah, just find a space. Everybody gather in a corner.
First available.
In here?
Okay.
I'm in a corner. In here? Yeah.
So, Minor, are you generating strings in real time, or do you do something?
Peter, I remember you talking about how you have to make sure that you are the world master.
No, yours are generated on
Let me just
build.
go in first. There's one bug that was discovered last night, so let me go in first. And then everyone else come in
1,000 of them.
afterwards, and then it all should be fine. So
856,000, something like that.
it's only give me like 5 seconds. Give me like 5 seconds, because the world's only like 3 megabytes.
We're going there.
Well, normally we do 15, so we're just gonna do that just to be safe. So everybody wait
just
until
keep doing the
15,
usual.
and then we can all rush.
That's a bunch of strings generated and added. So, oh my god!
Stop letting the dark thoughts make you want to go in.
Time to go.
Let's see if I crash again.
That number is increasing. Yeah, I'm going to continually forget to change back and forth between the different views for saying we're moving on.
Au même moment.
Holy crap.
So,
Alright.
This is not the one I'm looking at.
Oh man. They gotta go
did I realize shadows would cost this much?
They definitely
Little AIs are these people.
I'm just going to assume there's no audio.
I never in a world with this many people.
I know.
Oh, that's a benchmark for you.
Anyway.
I can't jump.
Okay.
Wait, are they speaking?
Oh,
Yeah. No. I mean
this
the objects.
is a massive stress test. Holy shit. So these all do stuff on their own. This is the most stress test I've ever put this world through. So hopefully they're all synced. So, Cyan,
Hi.
pick a letter of the alphabet.
E.
E. We have to find Esther. Where's Esther, everyone? Go find Esther.
Found Esther.
There he is. Hey.
Oh,
Okay.
proximity check 690 something. Okay, 700. 741. Okay.
For me, it
ended
at
857.
They just walked away from us?
Running.
That poor box is just having like crowd trauma right now.
Crowd trauma.
So if you, oh my God, this is lovely. So if you hear any of them go good morning or hello or hi, that is them actually NPCs syncing up, and they actually exchange information to each other. So then you can like start coordinating them and have like emergent behavior. One of them, if it happens, they'll switch ownership to that nearest player and then come up and tell a story, and then that animation's all synced across the network.
Oh.
I need a demonstration.
We'll listen to the story.
It happens organically.
Story.
Right here. Are they?
Which one are you?
I don't know. They're suiciding.
Something there called said story.
Which one are we looking for?
Here's the best part about this world, though. It doesn't matter who comes or goes. They'll all work together. So watch what happens when I rejoin the world, because I'm the master right now, and these won't glitch out at all.
I mean, they shouldn't glitch out unless you fuck something up.
Yeah, that's
You say that, but like networking is easy to do that with.
Networking is
not get back in.
No, he's the owner. He can come back.
Why do they have collision?
Yeah, you're right.
And now Mahu is the
Unless there's too many
owner.
And normally you have a slot at the admin.
Tracker's not tracking. No full body today.
I'm waiting for one to fall on story so I can give a demonstration of the animation.
Alright, I'm following you menacingly. There we go.
But it doesn't say anything.
The story.
Fully execute. Fully execute.
As little as possible, pretty much.
It's all Udon graph.
Do they all go downstairs?
I think so.
These are ramps.
Oh, they're not suiciding. They're just going downstairs. Okay.
Do you see Zeus right here?
What if you know where it was previously?
We see Zeus.
Zeus has a proximity check of 1.
Proximity check.
Yep.
Oh, Kyle, what are you doing?
Where's...
I can stand on planet. I don't know if like that. Kyle is running. Kyle, where are you going?
Follow that Shiba.
Someone pushed me off. The boxes just pushed me off.
I sometimes still teleporting.
Okay, so yeah, let me demonstrate this one. Okay, so this.
No, actually.
You're on the right track, not naval specifically.
This Jack in the Box, it's a representation demonstration of the animation sync. Those 3 balls are representative of an animation clip. All the clip does is move the ball from there to there. When you grab the handle of the Jack in the Box, basically the faster you crank the handle, the faster the animation clip plays. Remote players don't get that information. The only information that remote players get is the state hash code and the normalization of the animation clip. So when I grab it, everyone should see the green ball exactly where it is. So everyone, put your hand on the green ball.
Oh, it just teleported. The purple ball was moving and the green ball teleported.
I don't see the
That means because the pink ball was moving instead of the green one, but now we're
It takes a little bit to update. It takes a little bit to realize your computers to realize it's out of sync, and it forces the computers to. So that means our animators are synced on the exact frame that it's on, and I can adjust it. So I grab it again.
No, the green one's moving.
Yep, because it chooses it randomly.
Oh, I see.
See? And there's the pink ball.
Demonstrate this with a yak in a box.
That was
Yeah.
green at first, and then it switched.
I don't know why the music does that, but the whole point is the animation sync. So
now the music distracted me because it's not coming from the box.
So
yeah, I know.
basically,
Where's one doing a story though? They're supposed to do a story. Oh,
I'm waiting for that.
yeah, yeah, Jack. Yeah. Once upon a what? A what?
A robot girl.
A robot girl? Yeah. A robot collection. And?
wait, are you actually able to talk to the AI?
A robot city.
The robots and
Wow, thank you, Jack. What a wonderful story.
Everybody clap for Jack.
I think for Jack.
Wow.
That's my animation sync.
Cool.
So I'm working this as a prefab. Those explain everything that's going on, but here's the genius that I came up with.
Yeah, I was reading the wall for a bit.
So
I came here for.
Here's more info for nerds.
Who does that?
Oh wow.
We need a nerd emoji.
It's entirely done in Udon graph. Yeah, well, it's viable. Okay, so they have a bunch of scripts, and then there's the brain script that actually remembers stuff. It's allocated memory. Then they have a dispatcher script that handles what action it's going to do. So in theory, because I only have this limited amount of behaviors right now, but that can be expanded to the amount of behaviors as, as much as an array can hold. Or if you run out of room, you just make a new array, and all of that is all synced up, because it also has the ownership module. So the thing that I have that's that I wanted to do is that these things will dynamically switch ownership to other players. So if there is an action that an NPC needs, where it needs like high fidelity, where you need like an NPC looking at you, pointing at the target, it's going to switch ownership to that particular user, and then that user is telling all the other computers what that NPC is doing.
I'm not sure what it is.
So now you can have, if I wanted to, I could have like head crabs that come and jump on your face. And then it's like locked on because you can program, actual. But because of all of their behaviors are broken up into the animate action scripts and PC action scripts, the dispatcher script is just. It's like acting like a jukebox. It's taking the information, plugging the update loop into it, then disabling that script and taking a new one and putting it in. So, and because of the actions, what actually happened is all local play, but because the owner of the object sends out the current play and then everyone executes it locally, you know what the play is going to be. So if you have two NPCs that sync up and swap information, you know exactly what those NPCs are going to do, because if they play rock, paper, scissors, and whoever has the higher number chosen at the top of the network cycle, you know that they're going to execute that action. So currently they only turn towards each other and just shout like, good morning or hi, but they've actually locate the game objects, turn towards each other, and then swap information. And then you can expand that anywhere. So...
What about optimizations, such as having them not do anything when we can't see them, like they're behind this wall right now? Are they still running?
One step at a time?
I have not done... I haven't done that yet.
It's coming.
I mean, this is basically PD showing it works. We can get the optimizations now that we know.
Yeah, I like it still.
So yay!
Yay!
Well done.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, you did it.
I can just hear somebody constantly playing with the music bugs.
I can still hear the music.
And the fact that we're all seeing them at the same time is like, that's the huge thing. And then the master can come and leave, anybody can come and leave, and it handles all of it.
And now
And
you're
works
a
for
father
Quest.
of 26 children.
Children.
Yes, I could.
Yes.
I hate networking.
Yes.
By the way, Esther though.
So,
Me too.
she wants to locate another NPC. Choose a letter of the alphabet. Sing oath. Sign goes. Letter of the alphabet. You're not paying attention.
ABC, like what is the alphabet? Like ABC, like something like
Yeah,
that.
ABC. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Choose a letter.
So yeah. D, because it's...
David, we have to
Imagine
go
if
find
I was
David.
asked and I said one of the 3 letters that is not in the English alphabet.
Why aren't we looking for
You just want to mess with PD, don't you? Let's go find it.
Came back immediately. It was nice.
Just
Yes,
running.
David. There it is. Hi, David.
Yeah, you did. David, stop walking away.
David.
Thank you.
Proximity
200.
So, proximity check is their attempt to reach out and communicate open lines communication without to another NPC. And if they don't receive a reply, they time out. And so they just count 1,000 and they time out.
Oh. So is it something like if the
Interesting.
proximity check is under 1,000 and they receive a reply, they'll start talking?
Yes, exactly. And if one of the NPCs locks onto you and starts telling a story, if you run away from it, it will switch animation to its locomotion animation and then switch back to its story the exact same place it left off.
So it just chases you.
Okay.
Oh, there's no escape. You have to let it finish the story.
Realized he was making a horror map.
Go beyond.
Where's it, Bob?
And she was kind of shy.
They break sometimes.
The
The amount of people in this world is breaking.
Bob. Come on, talk. Come on, say something. Come on, say something.
Yeah.
No.
They should eventually bonk out. They should go,
Talking to you right now because I don't have the mouth check on right now.
bonk out.
He was trying to tell somebody a story.
That's a skill issue.
Huh?
I didn't have the screws.
The time mode.
Oh.
Oops.
I'm not sure why.
Alright, please, everybody. Is Skuld here?
What the fuck?
Hi.
One thing I like about this world is I can favorite this. Yes!
Yay!
Thank you for showing up. We gotta move on, though. If everybody can just gather around Skuld real quick.
So Joken is now streaming, and because of that, I needed a new world to basically have security over the world, to be able to just kick people who are creating a disturbance for the stream. We won't be going into the active instance. We will be instead going into an alternate instance, but you will be able to see the stream in the world. There is music, but it's my own copyright, so you don't have to worry about it. And these boxes are trying to destroy me. Okay.
Stop.
I wanted to show you guys.
The box
Okay,
one attention.
let's see if I can drop a portal without getting thrown off the world.
Once upon there.
Veronica, we're leaving.
Once upon
Yeah.
Stories.
talking. A robot girl, and she was
A
kind
robot?
of shy, so she goes in.
There we go.
Your world is smart.
I don't see it.
Hold on. Okay then.
It's the same story.
Ah,
It's
I
all
see.
right now.
Cool. Nice.
The robots and the end.
Oh, I actually remember to click it. but all the worlds are ready for us to download. So it doesn't matter.
J'ai pas bien compris ce qu'il voulait montrer dans ce monde-là.
It's just a warning letting people know that you're on stream if it's the main instance and not to break the TOS.
It's stars.
Oh, okay.
Wait, there's two now? Joken and Joken Watch?
Airline food.
How do we click it?
Objects that I had before was basically just
We have little events on the stage.
Yeah.
Comedy and whatever.
Do you got lights?
So is Joken gonna tell me a joke on this stage at some point?
But it's not. Yeah, so now I need to.
Maybe. Who knows?
I want to be able to have something that's like a generic system, ideally.
It's whatever people
I can
decide to do for
just
events.
Spawn an arbitrary amount of objects. Basically, I need to just have a system.
Joken interaction graph now.
Yes, an explanation to how to actually talk to her was needed because people just weren't getting it.
Do not pause, hesitate, or stutter. You are not allowed.
And they still, like, you know, don't. They all crowd around her right in front of her, and then she hears nothing but noise. And then they wonder why she doesn't make sense.
I wonder if you
The
can
stream, I
train
did
them to
something
like
interesting
recognize
with
the noise.
that it's always running, obviously, but if it's ever desyncs or dies, you can just touch it, or if it doesn't work for you, you can just come up and touch it, and it'll trigger a resync for you.
Touch.
Well, okay, grab it, not touch it, but interact with it.
Oh, wait,
How's
this
that?
is streaming Joken?
Yes, that's streaming the main instance at the current. That is people talking with Joken.
I was about to ask if all the avatars were blocked, but clearly not.
So it's actually just a camera with a rendering texture. Okay.
And then up here is like a little platform that the camera account sits on.
I'm going to kill you.
You know, it looks like we are. This is an invite plus instance instead of friends plus.
Oh no.
Yeah, I couldn't join.
Yeah, I have people requesting invite off of me.
I got disconnected from the main instance before when the portal was dropped. So the portal wasn't there again when I joined.
She doesn't hear her name correctly at all. Like,
Yeah, I think it's typically supposed to be friends plus, but it's fine.
Joken, chicken, choking, whatever.
I'm going to bite you.
So, yeah, I just got tired of people asking a bunch of the same questions, so it's just like, I have a sign now. Go read the sign.
Don't worry, people will still need to...
Is the camera always
Oh,
in this
yeah, they do.
True.
Yeah, that's the idea. That's why the little platform up there is up there
Well, the
for her.
screen is gonna get burned then.
I can't read. This sign can stop.
Maybe. I don't know. Some digital pixels getting digitally burnt in. Yeah.
Oh, sir, the next day and get drunk. Damn, Joken got
wow.
Although it was gaslit for me.
So can we hear the questions, or is it only...
No, because usually this is you're hearing this in the same instance. I mean, if it makes sense, I could add an audio toggle for anyone on an alternate instance.
You should add an
How many
audio
people are really gonna
slide.
want to hear it? You think people would even hang out in a second instance?
That's how you fix it most
I mean, we are.
Like we are currently. Like how often will this happen?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, perhaps. I'll take note of that.
Why is this person touching their boobs?
An irony of this world, though, is the base of it is actually a reuse of mine. It was made for Barrett Medical. The game that I made that was a billiards game for them, this was the environment it was in. And since I retained the copyright of it, I just took out a lot of the other stuff that's from the game and then replaced it with new assets.
Added back the billiards. Pool table.
Yeah, and I left the pool table just for yeah.
halfway through Shadows. Actually, no, that's not that bad. That's not that
Because
bad.
I mean, originally it was a pool bar, and now it's more like a German beer hall.
Oh, just wait until you get. Oh, just wait until you get in, Walker. Tying it all up. Finally tying it all up.
I'm
so good.
Rejoin before to have someone show up.
10 more to go. Two more levels. 2 more levels, and I have 90 on save. To go along with my dancer.
90 on, of course.
Oh.
Who's this guy?
I wonder who is.
Oh yeah. Hello, community meetup.
Alright, I see you there, Digital.
Yeah, sure, and I also regret something in VR. Why did I never use
I didn't realize how long the gap between the comments were. I guess not many people actually commenting.
I understand what you're saying.
Like, it's so much different than just having the foot control.
Forgot to also mention this world works great on Quest. If you didn't notice, it was Quest and PC.
I didn't look at the portal, but I guess it makes sense. Like, the Quest can. Is this on Twitch? I assume so now.
That actually is aired to Quest users too, yeah. There's 2 different link types that you had, and what I wrote was just a custom player, you can say, but you give it both of the links for Quest and PC, and it just uses why am I blanking on defines? It uses the define to choose which URL it actually assigns to the URL itself. Then it assigns the URL. So it makes my life easier because then I don't have to change it every time I re-upload. And I plan to do that with a lot of the world, so I'm just like, I'm going to write an editor-only script, basically, that when you go to switch platforms, it'll just change everything up that I need to for me, so I don't have to keep,
You already know about it, but like Easy Quest Switch kind of already exists and does that, so you don't have to write it if you don't want to. But I understand if you want to make everything yourself.
It's pretty simple, so...
It is pretty simple, but I'm just saying...
I mean, like, so for me, I guess saying it's pretty simple, but... Yeah. I am glad, though, that your emulator is built into the SDK now, so... That makes it a lot easier to just test things before uploading it, for sure.
Extra downloads.
Yeah. But it's just like, because I mean, there's a lot in what's going on with Joken now is that she's basically in production. So her AI model has to stay up and running, her computer has to stay up and running. So what I've had to do is actually put everything on its own dev pipeline. Yeah. So like, even for her software, like I have to work on everything like by itself on separate things, so I don't interrupt what's going on here, because if I do, then, well, stream's down and people complain and stuff like that. And that also goes with the same for the world, so, I've just got to be very careful with what I'm doing with the world, and having some way of testing it before uploading it is a definite, help for that.
I assume this is way more than you originally intended, just making jokes.
Yeah, I didn't expect her to become a celebrity.
And now you have to maintain and manage that celebrity.
Yeah, pretty much.
Good job.
And yeah, I took an example from the pug, and you don't get to jump very high.
At least you get jump.
Yeah, it just seemed weird.
Better than nothing.
Yeah, you get jump, but you get a really realistic amount of jump.
I've noticed the group. How long is the VRAI group around?
That has been around for about 3 months now. When other, a lot of copycats of Joken basically started cropping up, and of course everyone got together to just start that group and have a place to talk about that stuff. Yeah.
It's like people are behind your wall.
It's surprising that AI has become a behind my wall.
Still a hand behind the wall.
Wait, what?
Yeah, there's a portal.
There's no ceiling, and that's actually kind of for my own purposes for whatever. So anyone could fly up and out if they wanted to.
Okay.
Which means they can hide behind the wall.
I guess they could do that in your main instance as well.
Definitely one thing that was done with the instance is, yeah, no mesh colliders in here. Like, absolutely not. Everything's either box collider or those pillars are capsule colliders.
Good for performance.
Yeah. I mean, that's part of it was making it work with Quest. Making the world lightweight enough entirely. Like, I get higher FPS in here than I get in the VRChat homeworld. So,
that's saying something.
And that's on a Quest 1, because that's what I currently have Quest-wise to test, Quest stuff.
Oh, Quest 1.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
And a little bit more than that.
This is a pug poster if you hadn't seen it before. It's based off of all the craziness that people were saying about Joken when I first created her.
I hated using knee pads for firefighting. Because they were just down your buffer here.
I'd imagine the unit still inside.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't hurt to put other stuff on the board as people submit things. Like, I don't mind throwing stuff up there. If anyone has announcements or whatever for seasonal things and stuff like that. Yeah. That's why there's so much extra space.
You scaled up the poster so large too.
Well, yeah. Once people actually give stuff, like I'll just start shrinking them down to reasonable sizes.
Sure, it's worth it to actually add a poster saying advertising that.
To people who
add the rules here too.
So, Cyan,
yes?
for them, the NPCs to be optimized, like when you're not looking at them, would you suggest them hopping into an object pool?
I'm gonna say that seems like a complicated thing because, like, if you start to cull any of your logic, that's easily just gonna start desyncing things. So you might, you're gonna have to consider that, but also maybe not even think about some of it because it's that's some. You have to be very careful, obviously.
I mean,
you don't have to.
The amount of information they're sending down is not a lot at all.
Well, okay, so the main thing basically is you can't turn off receiving network data. Obviously, you can turn off the game object, but then you're risking more desync. But if you're not the owner, obviously you can just turn it off, and it'll just get the sync data when you turn it back on. Oh,
yeah, that's an issue.
So yeah, I'm not sure how much you'd actually need to look into culling yet.
Oh my god. Did you punch it? Oh my god.
I just nailed it.
Are they here?
Oh, whoops. There you go.
Nevakanezah?
Nevakanezah?
Anybody gonna check the list?
Nevakanezah?
Yeah, somewhere.
Are they in the Discord? Are they pingable?
They're in the world, according to VRChat, so...
Yeah, they are in the world.
Yeah, they're here.
See that person.
Should I do a gather here?
It works. Nice.
Probably.
Do the gather here.
I didn't know AFK.
Oh, okay, they're AFK. I didn't know if there was multiple places. Okay.
No! AFK there.
Hey, Cyan.
Hi.
Is it a good idea not having anything blocking you from touching the PCB on your index?
I'm not an engineer on that kind of stuff, but that sounds like a bad thing. You should fix that.
because right now, you know that magnet cover, I have that off, and then I also screwed the next part off, and I haven't screwed anything else on yet.
Why are you doing this?
New mouth tracker mount, of course.
Oh, of course. Yeah, totally practical.
That's why I don't have mouth tracking today. I would have put the new mount on, but then I figured out that I didn't have any screws.
After all
and then
that.
I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna leave it off and just go in VR and hope nothing bad happens.
You never know, it might be colder. Better cooling. Also, I think, are we...
Yeah, better
is the person
cooling.
back yet?
Ooh.
I haven't rejoined.
I can't tell what it is though.
Take the stage.
Yes, and then I also have the possibility to water cool it with my finger.
Water cooled index.
Gather on Nevakanezah.
Okay. Okay, good start. I got trapped in the floor. Sorry for the delay.
Good work.
Hello, everyone. I go by Nevakanezah. Yes, you nailed it on the first try. Full points. I am brand new to VRChat. I've basically never played it. I don't even own a VR headset, but I find the concept of making worlds for VRChat fascinating, and I basically decided to give that a crack, and that's what I'm going to try and show you today. Obviously, it's like my first attempt here, so I give you no guarantees about how well this is going to work. I do have music in it. I found it while trying to look up royalty-free music, so I think it should be safe, but if you are very concerned, you can mute the sounds, and there is a UI to turn the music off in the world. It's nothing special, but I'm pretty happy with how it turned out, and hopefully you'll find something to enjoy. And I'll just throw a portal down. It's still private because I'm not actually a user yet. I don't know if that's a problem. Hopefully not.
No, it's not.
No.
As long as it's at the 40 players.
Remember to make it Friends Plus.
Yeah, that's
Or invite plus.
Well, I'm gonna say this on stream, but I was very curious of him, like, what is Old Yakuza doing here?
Or it's because they can't because of that.
Anybody who remembers Old Yakuza's old avatar?
How do you make the portals invite plus? I know the instance we can.
Ah, yes. Okay. So once you're on the world menu, like, are you on the page of your world right now? So you just go to New Instance, and then you select Invite Plus on the Create New Instance dialog that pops up. And drop on perfect. And then you can just run around.
Okay.
Is it 40?
Is that 40?
Yep, it's 40. It's 40.
Okay,
40 is perfectly placed to occlude.
It's good. It's good. Yes, it is 40.
It is 40, yes. Alright, time to go.
Come on.
And since nobody else has tried to get on the list, this will basically be the last world. A very quick meetup today. Well, we're already an hour in, so I think halfway meetup.
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a?
Nostalgic in a way.
Okay.
Oh, it is cute.
This
Yo!
is looking nice.
Holy schmoly.
Alors, pour qui débute,
Is creator has some taste?
Wow. I didn't realize how bad streaming makes my computer lag here.
I'm sorry about the performance.
Dude, this is looking good. It's fine.
Do you have experience? Oh,
It's okay.
I just looked up. Do you have experience like making
No.
content for other platforms, or? Oh my goodness.
I do have.
Now I feel bad for my
like
first
I-
world.
This is probably, or this is definitely my
Better
first
than most people's
community,
first world at
world.
community meetup.
Which is why the
It's
performance
better than my
was
first.
Yeah. That's always like the bigger hurdle. Like architecture and layout is always like one hurdle, and then making it performant is the second.
Yeah, this one's got 3 terrains in it because I wasn't sure what the right way to go about that is. The try count, I think, is okay, but I don't know a good way to actually count it. I know some people have had some trouble with performance near the menu table as well. I tried removing all the normals from the terrains. Clearly that has not saved us.
So I'm not quite sure if it's a shader that causes this, but this is something you don't really notice in desktop. But like these bushes here, I can see they're like billboarding to like face towards me. That does not work in VR at all.
True.
That actually like moves with your head. So like when I do this, the bushes are like waving like forwards and backwards rapidly at me.
Waving to me! The fact that I don't own a VR headset has meant that I had to learn all of these things third hand.
That makes sense.
No, that's second hand.
Grass and second hand.
I don't want to know what a third hand is.
Don't worry, there's known issues. You'll find them. It won't take long.
I'm trying to think, did I successfully ever show off a world at community meetup without like overspring before my 10th world?
Bro, just take your phone and put it in a Google
You
card.
count the 10?
I'm pretty sure.
Flickering lights of here are really
I'm pretty sure, like at least like my first 10 worlds oversynced community meetup and people had to restart because I always wanted to do puzzle things. So clicking one thing would activate another, but I always had like always send or whatever it was in triggers.
Ah, okay.
Oh yeah, yeah.
This will show and improve the.
That was always a problem because there's like the default, I think.
But I'll double check.
Yeah, it's just been so long since I've even used like anything close to triggers. They keep having some people asking me about science triggers, and I just don't know how to help them. I'm just not familiar with the system at all.
And you can always send them to me, I suppose.
All the architectures, all the models.
That's what I do, yeah.
Inside Blender.
Yeah, we pretty much have just C# for it, trimmed down, but still C#. We'll have actual C# here in, I don't know, a year.
If Beta Dragon tells me there's going to be like Udon 3.0 or 2.0, it should have like more C#.
So you made those lanterns up there.
That's coming.
That's actually good.
Eventually.
Do you have an NVIDIA GPU by chance?
I do, yes.
Oh, a tool you might be interested in for lighting is something called Bakery. It's a GPU light mapper that is like religiously used
on sale.
I
don't buy it.
It was not on sale while I was making this.
Yep.
You want me to have an NVIDIA GPU.
The sad part of Bakery is it's not free, so yeah, that's the sad part.
Yeah, that's. I really enjoyed making this map, so I'd like to work on others, which is part of why I jumped into this. Figured I'd check out the community that's working on maps. And
this is actually a good starting point, though.
For sure. I am happy with how it turned out. I think my favorite part has to be how those city lights look over the arch.
Issue, huh? Fabled trees.
I have to say,
Definitely
this
better than
road
my
over here
first
is actually better than my very first VRChat world.
I've never seen it.
Literally what I thought.
It makes the same like bedroom build.
Yeah. Welcome to billboarding.
I'm just
Dude,
my
build
was
like
a
couple of
fucking
rectangles, like
yeah.
Oh my god! I was playing Half-Life Alyx with the dev
I at least
commentary
have
on
some
it.
like Blender
And I got
and
to the one where
other
they were
editing
talking
experience
about creating
to
their own
work
particle
with,
systems
so
and stuff
maybe
to
it
get
was a bit
around
easier
the
for me.
billboarding system and stuff like that.
We lag
Literally
here,
in the
but
next room,
mind
they had
you,
a
there's like
billboard and
80
particle
people,
system.
which is highly unusual to have in
They
any
did
world.
have that in the
This is a
game.
really
Yeah,
big stress test for the world.
I think if anything,
You're not using
everyone
that.
standing in the
Don't
dynamic
immediately
lights
use it
might
right
have been
after.
a real hard point for it, but
I only played the game once still, but I remember.
I would say the more players they are, the more shadows it has to render and calculate. So that's why it has a lot of frame rate
Graphics
and
engineering
everything.
team is always going to be on a different page.
And
than the,
one thing which
level
is
design
true,
and
like I
game
have
design
done so many
teams, right?
times, back at my world, back at my home, I have somewhere around 51 frames, somewhere around there. And then when there's
I've already
like
done a little
big
bit.
crowd
People
or
are over
something,
there,
I only got
getting out of
20
it. That's
frames.
nice.
I only
Jump the
got
collider.
8 frames sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense. Is it typical to have real-time
Oh, no,
directional
the
lighting like I have for
portal.
the moonlight, or is that kind of a sin?
Like what do you mean by
I'm going to say you're going to get different answers depending on who you ask. So,
yeah,
a community meetup, we typically would say probably
You're
don't.
making and how else you balance your stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's one of those, more an art than a science kind of questions, isn't it?
So in cases of just like the community meetup, because you expect
performance numbers are pretty much a science, but
yeah,
getting to what is considered acceptable is very much an art.
Yeah.
Yeah, because at some point, if you try and bake it, you just get too big of a file size.
I would say it depends on what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, what
fair.
you're going
I think-
for, yeah.
I
And what's
think
your
for this
like?
one, it fit really nicely, but yeah,
You also have to keep in mind how many people you want in the world.
Yeah, near the pens over there is the place that people have told me they've had performance problems. I have no idea why, because there's nothing in that corner aside from that.
But I have to
There's
say,
10
so
there.
far my frame rate now is better than average, which is 27 frames.
Nice, I'll
I
take
got
it.
25.
Because normally my average frames are somewhere around 18 or something like that.
That's I'll definitely take it. That's way better than I thought it would be.
Yep, it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna run around
And
a bit
guess
and see
what?
what people are saying. I'm curious to see what people think.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you.
Well,
I
yeah,
have
it's
to
a good
say,
start,
my
though.
favorite is the
Very nice.
animated
Oh, the
candles. This is my favorite.
I didn't know about Udon Sharp, so I had to make these with an Udon chart after making them in C Sharp first.
Did you
say Udon Sharp or did you say Udon
I was
Chart?
wondering, just like
Sharp. Sorry.
the volumetric.
Oh, okay. Because I just love
from
Udon
side
nodes
ones
and I make everything
to
in
get
nodes.
different
So yeah.
colors of,
They're nice. I had to make the shooting stars that happen as well, and that was awkward. I basically had to recreate them.
So JP, you're still pretty active in the VRChat community?
Well, still joining this every week. Although I haven't actually made any worlds in a while, but yeah, I guess somewhat active.
Okay. Oh, yeah, kind of taking a step back.
He's too busy playing the game and with us to make any worlds.
Yeah, like once a month kind of thing, isn't it?
It depends on how do you want to trigger.
And then the rest is probably just work, yeah?
Yeah.
Exactly, which is
Yeah, understandable.
Control all of the particle spawns, so I could play the sound of the
Well, that's kind of the reason why I took my break, because, like, I was spending way too much time in VRChat. I'm just like, it's taking over my life.
Didn't you also get like a new job around that time? I remember that was one of the reasons.
Yeah, I mean, that was part of it. I mean, it wasn't really a new job, it was my old job. It's
Maybe I
Relic
misremembered that part.
Entertainment, which is, yeah, no, there was, I don't remember if there was a specific reason. I was telling Fiona, like, I was, like, a little bit disillusioned with how fast tech in VRChat was progressing, it was very slow back then.
Yeah.
So I wanted to kind of leave and come back and see what would happen with VRChat while I was away. And to be perfectly honest, I'm impressed. I was hanging out with Phase Dragon last night, and he was showing me a bunch of the RP worlds and stuff like that, and all the tech they have for that. That is insane.
It's a lot of stuff that like he even did before like things were optimized. Like he just managed to do so much.
like all the whole crafting system and like GM and DM and mod tools and stuff like that. Giant scripting language. Wow. Wow. But, no, I'm super impressed with even just to see like the community is as flourishing as much as it is. You know, there's a whole big Facebook meta bust where they try and make metaverse, and then of course that crashed, and you would think like VR in general would have fallen off.
VRChat itself hasn't changed much at all from that. Wait, that is the nose.
Still going.
No, I said don't forget the big nose.
Did I have a second nose?
My operating system got fucked up, so
Of
I
course,
used it as well.
yeah.
So, and now Discord
Okay.
is on fire. You know, maybe we'll come back.
You're looking at the face.
The whole neighborhood burns down. It's so stupid.
My hand's tracking just keeps on
I
dying.
did some adjustments to my. Oh yeah. Okay. I did some adjustments to the proportions on my avatar just to make it a bit more proportional to myself, so I can actually like touch the ground properly.
Yeah.
Instead of having either my arms too short or my legs too long. Kind of
Yeah, that's the ground for me.
Hello. Oh yeah. There you go. Yeah.
This is where I think certain people will just be like, oh, just use Play Space Mover. I don't know if you have that installed, but just lock your hand in the
Oh
stage.
no, I don't. Yeah, not yet.
You can just like move around where this hand's like moving you, but like I'm not physically moving anymore.
Huh? Which button is that usually tied to?
So that's like a Steam VR like extension. So like look up OVR advanced settings.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
I don't believe in Play
I'm just
Space
wondering
Mover.
like how you operate it.
So at that point, it's just you have any bindings you want to put in. I don't know what the default is, but since I'm on index controllers, I just bound it such that if I put my thumb on the, I guess, thumb pad, then I can use either of the grip options to like literally climb the world.
Okay. Nice. That's really cool. Yeah, I have index controllers on order actually. I'm already looking forward to them because I'm using Vive Pro 2 right now.
Are you selling the Vive ones?
I'm really happy with the quality. Yes, the Vive wands. So these are Vive wands here, and
I pretty much gave those up
I
a
figured
long
just
time
for
ago.
like I might repurpose them for leg trackers once I get my index controllers. But,
Yeah, I've got that experience. But
yeah, Fiona was telling me.
it works. Don't recommend, but you can do it.
Dragon.
It would probably be Fiona.
Well, if it can. Wait.
So we have one more world.
As long as you pick one bug, because it's then the trail,
So we have one more world, but before we move on, Miss Stabby has a quick announcement.
Yeah, a bit of an announcement. My Discord account is currently still compromised. It's been compromised since last Wednesday. Discord is absolute, like, ass with fixing it. I changed my operating system, changed 66 passwords, but my account is still, to this very minute, trying to poke people about malicious software installing and stuff. So if there's anything coming from me asking to try out something or to help out with feedback or stuff like that, just pretend to be AFK, just ignore it, and check my Twitter for seeing if it's back or not. Like it's no joke. The payload is instantly grabbing passwords, grabbing everything, and like it's I had to reinstall everything. So be careful if you get any messages from my Miss Stabby account. I made an alt. If you find me on Twitter, you can ask me for the alt. I'm not gonna put that up in public, but yeah, I have an alt, and I've been joining most of the servers already, so you can probably find my alt with a different icon. That will probably make sense. So yeah, just be aware.
All right.
So yeah, on to the rest.
Okay.
Oh my God, the phone is
Hello everyone. I showed this world back in January, I think. It's a Silent Hill 2 world. It's fairly big. So I thought I would take this opportunity since this ended really fast and I still have time before I have to go to bed. So I've been working on this since 2019 on and off. And I thought if you guys want to follow me, we're gonna just walk to the town together. And if you want to see the more elaborate indoor areas in this world, there's like almost recreations of like entire levels of Silent Hill 2. You can use the map to get to those areas. I marked them with like a red symbol if you want to like see the more complex stuff I built. Otherwise, we're just gonna take a nice calming stroll to Silent Hill together. Okay.
Yeah. Awesome.
We all gonna die.
Are you hyped for the
I love Kindergarten.
Violently.
Konami has disappointed me a few times. Let's just say that.
You speak to me both, brother.
Okay.
Konami has disappointed.
I'm gonna go.
Wait, and we're going to wait for some around 15 seconds?
Land.
Okay.
Oh, this one is actually a larger download, so I can just put this one up. Now you don't have to see the random menu screen. People commenting in the Discord of just how large the world was.
For the screen.
Oh yeah, mirror, it's large.
Oh,
Quick, run away.
Holy crap, it actually loaded. 355 megs. Oh my god, man.
I mean, it's the entire map. Fault mirror. Oh my god.
How do you escape?
Hole in the wall.
It's tiny.
Now it is
There's a door
gone.
somewhere. I forgot where.
I'm here.
Where's the door?
Help. We're trapped.
Interact with here.
Let's see.
Who's the real me? Hey, Ghost, I'm scared. Hold my hand.
Who is the real me?
I'm just gonna say people are lost in the bathroom because they can't find the exit because of the mirror.
Oh, yeah.
The mirror
Can't find their way out of a paper bag.
The mirror traps everyone. They're like, it's like a moth to the flame.
I mean, it's also a frame taker.
Oh, there's a mirror.
I mean,
I've
seen that problem a bunch of times that people just don't know you can go through that door.
Carry it around.
Well done. I guess I should mention that all the music is from the game. All the sounds and everything is from the game. So I don't know what that means for streaming, but I've been streaming this just fine. But take it as you will.
I mean, normally streams like are fine for game music, but it's just kind of streamers use
I'm basically running the reverse.
Exactly.
If you're having something else focus,
everyone join this nice stroll.
We're gonna die. Joining the stroll.
Follow the group.
Holy crap, please don't be
Maybe I should have waited more for like people to load map, but it's too late now. We gotta go.
It really is. Holy cow.
It's gonna be a remake for the game for them. They used to have to find us. Like, I was in a community meetup.
Hey, Cyan, you're just gonna run around with the
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah, come on.
Better for you, Kishi, gets to be a
I mean, I
remake.
could.
Gotta go fast. Oh, shortcut. Speedrun tactics. Here we go.
Off the beaten path, I see.
Yeah. Oh, I love just the stream of
speedrunning.
people like running after.
Yes, speedrunning.
Surprisingly, Silent Hill is a lot.
Hold on, I'm going to pull up my speedrun
I don't know
counter.
where we're going. Why are we in such a hurry?
I don't know.
I kind of want
No
to
idea.
Marathon, let's go.
Into
Let's
a
roll,
like
Bruce.
this.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not really
Let's
a
roll.
pleasant
This is
place to
like
be.
when Toki talks about classic VRC maps. This is one of mine.
I've been starting to add NPCs in this world. This NPC here, she like returns like 3 times in the level and says different things in a sort of like Dark Souls inspired way. And she only like show up here once. If you like go away and come back here, she disappears. And if you like meet her later in the level, like before here, she's gonna disappear here. So you can only see her here once. So it's like and yeah. Okay. Everyone admired NPC, and now let's go.
Great if there was fall damage when we were all jumping
everybody,
off that.
fun awaits.
We need you. Exporting information, or do you can do this information? Is it able to be exported?
I didn't export this. This was actually, most of the assets was from the Silent Hill community forum, and the sad truth is, I don't know the guy who ripped all of it. Like, the thread, I downloaded this a long time ago, and then when I wanted to return to that thread to see who made all this, it's no longer there.
It's gone.
My work was, yeah, and my work was more like putting it all together, because it wasn't like,
Right.
it was just a bunch of individual assets. I just had to like put it together like Lego and add sound and fog and all that.
It's really normal. Let's go.
It might what's out in my DSA
anyway.
The thread.
I mean, if it does, it's fine. Like, I had fun working on it.
Oh, hello.
Wow.
I mean,
The music. Okay, cool.
And I hope we get into the
Especially
apartments.
the-
It's gonna be insane with this many people.
For a Silent Hill world in
There-
virtual reality.
there is like a lot of music in this world. Like, I put a lot of effort in the sound.
Yeah, this world was like very influential for me playing VRC.
No wonder it's somewhere around
Oh,
355.
Like,
nice to
because yes, it's on my list of like top 5 worlds just because my family is so ingrained in Resident Evil and Silent Hill.
Oh my god.
I've
Great.
been trying to fix this for so many times.
Oh no, Z fighting. Let's go.
So the reason why that texture is like that is that I put 2 assets together that not supposed to be together, because that gate is a loading zone, so it's not really supposed to be anything here. But now it is.
I'm pretty sure
That's
you can.
cramming the
Can you
entire
easily
game
to
into
just
memory instead of just zoning
take it
it
out because
Silent
it's a
Hill
loading zone.
I know I could easily do it in Blender, and it's like on my bucket list, but there's like a lot to do
It's
here.
like one of those like tiny problems that they gather up,
Yeah.
and you have so many to do.
I like that most people are like way ahead of us now. Like, they're like, oh, this is taking too slow.
Your tour's too slow. Go faster.
Worlds. Multi-scene worlds would be so nice for things like this.
I wish I
It
could
is
like
already
stream this
sprinting.
like overhead. Like,
Made a cool video player.
Let me. Yes, I got a station. Let me just toggle it on for you. Here you go. It's right
Don't
here.
run into the fence.
yeah, you can get stuck, unfortunately. That's a shame.
Ah, ties in barbed wire. Ties in.
Don't run into
Skewy.
So,
So basically,
No, don't be silly. It's
basically,
owned by Konami.
sheep fighting is basically when two Mrs.
if you
Skuld
go over there
fight.
and look instantly to your right, you
Yeah,
might
yeah, no,
see
I
a
know
character
about
walking around.
Yeah,
But it's
I was just
skill
making a
bugs,
joke.
and it only happens
So-
once.
So,
It's
so,
a
so,
annoying
so then,
situation,
then you can make a
and it's
video
always
game
super
like
sad,
you
like,
go
the only
sheep
one I
fighting
know
and
of, like,
Oh, someone was already here. And if you go way over there, I like putting monsters in this world. There are a few monsters from the game, but I only want you to like see them like faintly, like, oh, was there something over there? So just an advice, if you like go over there and to the right, you can sort of like see a monster far into the fog walking away. Okay, and everyone went there. Okay, let's go.
By stream.
I mean, what?
What?
Gotta go fast.
Everyone, don't go to the monster. We're going to the left. Left.
Follow
turn
the
left.
trail of blood. Left turn.
We don't have time for the monster.
We're making another left
I
turn.
never reach
Yeah.
the monster. With each
This is
channel,
like
there's more
traffic control. Like,
For like it's the apartments, it's just gonna be like 10.
Welcome to military drill.
yeah, I guess we go to the apartment.
Left wheel.
And just so you know, I left a bunch of secrets in this world that you can like find out if you like check the doors and such.
Huh.
Nice.
One by one.
That's pretty cool.
More scarier than Z fighting is million.
I went to like a
units away
Silent
from
Hill
what we're doing.
concert about
There's a
years
door.
ago now. Was
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Ooh.
And they even had the actual
Okay.
composer that happened to be flying
So-
around the place at that time. So he joined and played
It's gonna
some
be
electric
really
guitar,
dark in here.
of the soundtrack.
And just a fair warning, there is one jump scare if you find it. One. A tiny one, it's not loud.
One jump scare. Is it here?
And there's a flashlight inside if you wanna use that.
Is the flag
Anything.
There's a flashlight
Yeah, with
over
the
here.
logo.
Oh, is it?
Oh, you just
Flashlight
click
is
it.
over here.
And then it's
Yeah,
gonna go
everyone
off.
just click the flashlight and you have it.
Is the flashlight local
Where?
or global?
I can't see it.
I can't see it.
So can someone point to the
flashlight?
Okay, there's a flashlight.
There we go, I see it.
There are other people are.
Oh, I found
Where's the flashlight? You cannot see
Oh,
the
it
flashlight.
attaches to your face. Okay.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Oh, I
Was there a point at which the flashlights were held by the player?
Yeah, it was, but I removed it because it messed for desktop players when they wanted to go into doors and such.
Aha.
Never make it
And
beyond
it's all-
desktop difference.
How do I turn the
The
flashlight
players
on?
can grab it and desktop players can just.
Everything
It just is.
I did do that, but
super spooky.
but I just didn't like it, so I removed it.
I was gonna say, like, as a VR player, I don't want to be holding something the entire time.
Yeah. That's a dead end.
Is this still
But-
Oh,
very
there we
early in
go.
the game, though?
No, there's people
I mean,
teleporting here.
I think me guiding people are like we're at a point of like it's gonna be complex.
That's PT.
So I'm just gonna like say that this is a dead end.
Privacy and
No.
I'm just like the dog. The dog that comes in the bathroom. Hello. What are you doing?
No,
But I'm a dog. I'm so interested in what you're doing. What are you doing in here? No, I'll turn around. As you tell me to shoot, I'll turn around and sit this way.
I am above.
Oh, is this the way we're supposed to go? Because nobody had
Yeah.
actually.
So to your left there's a door and you can grab a key from there.
What key?
I haven't found it yet.
Oh.
It's a bit high up. And you can grab a key from there.
Ah.
Okay, there we go. Got it.
Okay, got it.
Oh, I missed the jump scare.
Okay.
I assume we just get the key.
Where's Slinker?
Yep.
The key
Oh.
is here.
Here a moment ago.
Oh, there you are.
To
Okay.
your
There he is.
to your left there is a door, Go into that door and grab the key.
Okay,
Into the door
I've
and
grabbed the key, so I'm going to wait.
And yeah, all the keys are local, obviously.
I'm guessing in the middle.
If you were a key,
Part is
where
gonna
would
be
you
when
be?
like 1 or 2 people get split off.
Right here.
How to get back.
Someone tried to swallow.
I'd be ahead. Horror world. Everyone's been gone.
Then they really get to experience it.
Oh man. I lost our tour guide. Now I don't know where to go.
Yeah, unless you made.
Did the tour guide just go in the other room?
Works for you either way.
If people have the key, follow me. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I don't have the
Tour
key.
continues.
No.
It's on the mannequin.
It's
on the,
too late.
on the head of the
Time
mannequin.
ran out.
Instead of the hood.
Yeah, there's a
just
flashlight in
following
there.
the glowing
It
avatars.
flashes a light to your head.
Oh, there you go.
So here's the next door.
More,
So obviously you can't open this unless you have the key.
Pointed out to most of us.
Oh.
If you can't,
Ah.
so there's. If you play the game, you know where the next key is.
So we got the key.
You got it?
Why this
Yeah.
room is smaller?
Oh man, it's even cursed even outside the rooms. Ooh.
Ooh.
Don't do it!
What's outside? See the key.
Out of this room.
Cannot see anything. It's so dark.
Where are we going next?
So we're going over there. So people who got the second key can just go there.
Just this
And
way?
it's a straight hallway, so
Okay.
you can't.
Straight hallway, and now we're in a staircase.
toilet spiral.
Yeah, I mean,
That door.
straight and then not
Where we
straight.
gonna
Okay.
be? Oh.
And
Oh,
here's
we are
the
going
door.
back here?
Straight in the
Is
bay.
it here?
Oh, this part.
And to your right here?
To your right?
Yeah.
Right.
I don't even know where I am anymore. I'm just following the wall of people.
Yeah.
Now in here.
Another door.
Oh yeah, I forgot there's a mirror here. I'm
Ah,
sorry,
mirror.
mirror.
Oh my god, I meant so white. What is happening to me?
I forgot to mention this is not
Oh, a key!
designed for 40 players.
Oh, look, they're
we
dying
were the
photo
jump scare all
op.
along.
Someone here.
Hey, can I
that's the
interest
end
anybody
of
in
the-
this key?
No.
Why?
So
Key.
do you want to?
So I guess
Do you want to see the end of the
Anybody in
apartment?
this key right here? Ooh, there's a key right here. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh right, there's the key here.
Oh.
I think that's where the key might have been.
where? Okay.
Yeah.
That's not it.
So
Where is it?
I guess let's go to the last place.
Oh.
Hello.
I won't be able to.
Oh, it's you.
find it.
Right
Ah,
there.
thank you.
What way are we going now? Oh, this way. Okay, okay.
This way.
We used our skills of
going-
deduction to find the group.
Turn this
We're
place.
now.
To a triple star hotel.
Backtracking.
I like to see the back of people.
Oh, it's too late.
Respawn.
Oh,
Respawn.
people got lost.
Oh, we respawn. You respawn. You respawn.
Respawn.
The mirror.
Yes.
Really?
That bathroom really got. Was really
Man,
on
everyone must have really had to use the bathroom.
It's my man.
Yeah.
Mahu?
Oh, that's the usual.
Has been a long
man.
Not really, but. What? No. No. Your hair looks
Oh, it's
more.
always.
How was the NPC? It was nice.
Let's see, it looks exactly
There were basic
the same.
interactables with the dialogue, it seems. I've never played the game, so I don't really know.
Oh.
Don't tell me.
I've been going ham on the Among Us Easter egg.
Ah, so they wasn't enemies.
This map
Okay,
is more advanced than any
Not
shit
that I'm aware of,
posted.
at least.
I was following the
Wait,
Slinker.
you hold on. You're working
So-
on the back rooms just Among Us?
No.
Thank you, everybody, for
They
showing
were
up to
showing
the
us
event today.
around.
That concludes sort of the
guess,
meetup
like,
portion of the
big
meetup. What we do
empty
now
keys and
is we
stuff.
typically move into a social that has no set like end time. It's just kind of a place to meet and gather and talk without me interrupting everybody every 10 to 15 minutes. And so I'm not sure if anybody has noticed what Owlboy has done to the pug for St. Patrick's Day on Friday, but it has been entirely updated with a little fun scavenger hunt for leprechaun photos, and that is where we are going to be having the social today.
Okay.
You don't like the pug anymore?
I
do. It's classic. Classic pug.
I want to spend more time in this world. I'd love to bring
That means I gotta stop the stream soon. Yep. Pretty soon you gotta click the button. And you know what I just realized? For this entire map I had my microphone muted on stream. On stream? You muted
Take
OBS?
care of my dog.
Wait there.
Yeah, I accidentally muted the stream for this entire my own microphone for this entire map. Oh, that's a good job, guys.
I'm gonna go take care of my dog. I have to walk my dog. Bye.
And with that, that is the end of the community meetup. Thank you all for watching. It's been a while since I've streamed, and I'm not sure if I'm streaming next week, but you know what? I'm sure there will be a stream anyway, so you guys will get to see it anyway.
Yeah, that
So,
IRL
bye then.
place it's based off of.